So if your agent's done a good job in the beginning of the process of putting in the offer and negotiating, they're already going to know a little bit of what the sellers are going to accept when it comes to repairs. I'll give you an example. I have a client that he ended up dropping the price almost $100,000 for our offer to make it happen. His big thing was they're not doing any repairs. They're not doing anything. If they accept this offer, they're not doing anything. We went through where we got the house at a huge discount already. When we went and did the inspection, there were still issues with the house. So we went through, tallied, prioritized, talked about everything that was important, what we didn't really care about. Still sent in a pretty lengthy repair request with the items that we wanted to fix, and then started in the negotiation. We kind of had an expectation from the buyer's side that they weren't going to cover anything. We still ended up getting about $3,000 to $4,000 covered by the seller for different things that were wrong with the house. We didn't have really high expectations. We didn't think we were going to get $50,000, $60,000, but we still put in a big ask, and we ended up getting extra money, saved the client more money. It could be the other way though, right? It could be the house just went back out on the market and we jumped in there. Let's say it fell out for some sort of reason, or it's been sitting on the market for a while. We get a little bit of a discount on the price when we first start, and then we see all these problems with the house. Everything looked fine, but all these different issues show up. We already know that we're paying a decent amount for this property. We didn't get a huge discount up front. Let's play hardball. Right? We walked in here, we thought everything was great, and now we're seeing there's all these issues. So this is where you can negotiate a little bit harder because one, the seller's already, their house has been on the market for a while. It went in, ended up falling out of escrow. So they don't want to put that property back up on the market again. And it's the same way even if you got a huge discount in the beginning and you negotiated the price really low. No one wants to have to get out of escrow and put their house back up on the market again, because that just adds more days on market, which it looks bad on the property. Why is that house sitting for so long? Is there something wrong with it? Now they're possibly doing a price drop, which that's more money out of their pocket. So the sellers are usually, if it's not some astronomical figure, then they're usually willing to cooperate. And sometimes you got to go back and forth. You got to negotiate. Your agent can't be afraid to put in an ask and fight hard for you guys. But at the end of the day, if there are tons of issues and the sellers aren't willing to budge, then maybe it's not the best property, right? Maybe this is one that you should walk away from and save yourself a huge amount of money in the long run. There's a fine line that you have to kind of tippy toe around to figure out how to get the most money back based on what's going on with the property, but also where you're not putting yourself in a position to where you're losing a home that you really want because of menial things. Your agent should be negotiating on your behalf, but they should be pushing really hard to be able to protect your money.